I don't know how I can get comfortable at this point. Cass, I said the line. If you go onto my YouTube and watch those videos, I'm pretty sure almost every single one, I say thanks so much for watching and see you next time. Or maybe sometimes I say see you soon. Or like see you in a little bit if I'm gonna stream again right away. But I'm pretty sure I always say something like that. That post was not BS. Which might surprise you. It's also comical when a teacher yells at you. But also, as I grew up, you realize what's happened that pushed that teacher to do it. Was it worth the anger? Yeah, one thing I think kids don't realize is teachers are always dealing with stuff, so a lot of times it's not the kid. It's a culmination of everything. I mean, I know that, like, one thing that really, really bugs me as a teacher is having to explain the same thing over and over and over when I've already explained it. Like, you know, what always happens is, like, first hour rolls around and I explain something, and kids have questions about it afterwards because I didn't explain it well enough. So, you know, second hour, I try to explain it better so that they don't get the questions they have first hour, and blah, blah, blah. And, like, that happens. I get that. But then it'll be, like, in fifth hour, I explain it using all of the experience that I had earlier in the day of, like, the questions that students are having and the difficulty students are having. And then, like, a kid is still just like, oh, what am I doing? I wasn't paying attention to you. Like, I was on my phone. I was talking to my friend. I guess I can even forgive kids for, like, being in class late, but, you know, it's when it's that kind of stuff, right? It's like, I wasn't paying attention. Why can I not multi-jump now? Something is, like, preventing me. Oh, it must be the... Is it the electrical storm? Yep, it's the electrical storm. Yep. Interferes with your energy supply. I mean, I'm not trying to say, like, kids can't ask me questions. That is absolutely not what I want. I never, ever want a kid to not ask me a question. It only really frustrates me when it is literally something that I already explained, and I know I explained it. That's when I am frustrated. I think a lot of teachers feel like if you're that disconnected, I think a lot of teachers are afraid of either you know, like, lying to their face, getting angry, or aggravating the problem. Right? Like, if I had a student who was very, very obviously really, really, really struggling, I wouldn't even know what to say to them. I would probably say something like, you know, I'm always here if you need to talk, but that would kind of be it, because I'm not gonna be pushy. I would probably email the counselor. I've done that a lot. Make sure that the counselor's aware that there's an issue. But I just think as a teacher, I want to help kids so badly, but I also recognize, like, not every kid is going to be super comfortable talking to me, and I don't want to push a kid to talk to me if they don't want to. Some people already have a lot on their mind, therefore have a hard time taking in something new. All this knowledge from the other side makes you want to go back. Oh gosh, I could write a book. Who knows, I even might at some point. Alright, we're going to the next Peacekeeper station. I also know that I'm not at this point yet, but I know that a lot of teachers suffer from like basically emotional overload. What do they call it? Empathy, compassion fatigue, where basically you spend so much time being compassionate that like you run out of energy to be compassionate. And I know that that can happen to teachers, right? Everyone's kind of had the old veteran teacher who everyone says like, yeah, they used to be really awesome, but I don't know, ever since blah, they've changed. One teacher was really able to talk to, didn't connect well. High school wasn't for you. I mean, high school just isn't for a lot of kids. It promotes a particular type of behavior. It celebrates a particular type of student. It caters to a particular type of learner. It is totally not for everyone. We try to shove all these kids into a pretty unrealistic mold, largely because I think there's just no other way of getting through the day. If I had to truly individualize my work for all 130 of my students, there are literally not enough hours in the day to do that. It would be literally impossible. Oh God. We still have another. Well, I think what we do is we just take all of these. Do some star hopping, I'm sure. Actually, we don't even want to do that. We want to do the blue ones first. You're gonna head out for the night. Thanks for hanging out, Templar. I'll see you at school this week. We nearly need a digital system that can adapt to students for teaching to be on a more individual level. Yeah, I think having the burden be on the individual educator is just very, very, very difficult. I think students and parents need to be better informed about how to advocate for the student, and how to recognize, what works for the student, because I realistically cannot always remember exactly what my 130 students need in order to be successful. If Susie needs written notes, like, okay, I'll give Susie written notes, but I don't want every single student to get written notes directly from me. I want students to start taking good notes for themselves. Or if Billy is dyslexic and needs to have tests read aloud to him, like, I literally cannot do that. Like, someone else has to read tests out loud to him. So if that's something Billy needs, then Billy needs to talk to me about that so I can make sure that that is happening. Or, if a student needs to have, a room with no distractions or whatever, right? Like, all learners need to be self-advocates. And I think that that is the first step. And that is probably the easiest step in order to making sure that education is really accessible for everyone. Beyond that, there is a lot we can do. I think if we could do more of a digital platform, even just as like a secondary support for students, right? It would be like in addition to being in class. But unfortunately, the reality is that there already is that, right? It is called the internet, and students have access to that. Just think there are a lot of students that don't have the skills to really do that themselves. So I think another part of it would be empowering students to, you know, be learners on their own time, and to feel and to have the resources they need to be learners on their own time, right? Like to have accessible internet, right? Internet should absolutely be a utility. A Dark Spirit 2020. But yeah, that's one thing. I think allowing the students to identify their own style of learning, letting them implement it themselves in their studies is a really good thing. Yes, absolutely, Cass. But yeah, that kind of goes hand in hand with what I'm saying, where students need to be their own biggest advocate, and paired with parents. Wow, there is some heavy gravity here. Your brain has stopped sending signals to your legs. Kill Rio. Don't mind if I do. Rio is apparently a giant spider, and there's another thing I have to kill too. Fight me. Oh no, they can come underwater! I was not expecting this. Bogus. At least I'm fast. Aha! You'll never take me alive, you scallywags. Boom. Alright, and now I need to kill Pipette. We learned that these things take a butt ton of damage from poison, right? What? What is going on? There we go. No, I can't move! I also can't... There, okay. That's stupid. I don't like that at all. I do like this bee, though. It's not going to be a bee. It's going to be an insect, I'll bet you. Orphan fly. Called it. I'm the smartiest. Okay, now we need to leave. Rio is an ugly boy. Yes, he is a spoder. Big ol' spoder. I mean, Pipette wasn't a particular cutie either. I keep looking at chat when my bot tells you to follow me. I'm like, oh, someone said something. Nope, just literally me. I'm just talking to myself. I actually just set up those Streamlab comments like 2 days ago too, so it's not something that I've really gotten used to yet. It might have actually been Templar who was kind of like, dude, you should be doing this, right? Like, you should be trying to engage your audience a little bit more. And I was always like, LOL, what audience? I just listened to your bot and followed me on Twitter. Yeah, so Twitter is not a platform I engage in super often, but if it's something that people actually start following me on, like, I'm happy to shoot out random thoughts once in a while. Or, like, retweet, you know, things that matter to me, things that I care about, things that are interesting. I do already have my Twitch and my Twitter integrated so that when I start streaming, it automatically tweets. So I know for some people, maybe that's preferable to seeing it from like a Twitch app or whatever. I don't know. I was talking to some other streamers, and they were basically like, yeah, you really need a Twitter. And actually, they were saying I need a Discord. I needed Discord. I wasn't so sure how I felt about that, though. There we go. Adobo Ninja, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Last time I used adobo was when I made Mexican pulled pork enchiladas. I used a bunch of adobo peppers in there. Probably not exactly what your name is referring to, but there you go. That's what it made me think of. You'll have to let me know if you're here from Reddit. That seems to be par from the course, which has really surprised me. Apprehend spin. That sounds so yummy. I mean, when I cook, I really try to do it big. Okay. So this place is underwater. And it's just getting flooded. So that makes a lot of sense. So let's close this door. This happens occasionally. The game is a little bit awkwardly coded at times. We don't have anything else we need to do here. So let's skedaddle. Yeah, I do actually try to cook a lot. And that's actually why I think the cooking stream will be a lot of fun. I think if we can get up to that 100,000 points. I was actually a little skeptical, but if there is a, you know, if the influx from Reddit kind of continues and is stable, even with, because I was kind of getting like 1 or 2 consistent viewers, even if that goes to 4, I think 30 days to get 100,000 points is pretty doable. And what we'll do is, if we get the cooking stream, I'll set up a poll or something, maybe on Twitter. And then it will basically be like, pick one of these 4 things, and I'll cook it on stream, live. And it'll be cool. So what do we have here? Is this pus? An ocean of pus. That's not disturbing at all. Oh, directly on top of an ocean of blood. Well, maybe that means I need to bookmark this, because if it's infinite blood and infinite pus, isn't that, like, really good? Also, I think that's my... Oh, I thought that was my head. Everyone use your dark spirit orbs to give to the cooking stream. Yeah, I mean, I can too. Oh, am I getting hit by something? Yes, I am absolutely getting hit by something. Very cool. Do I have a flag? Do I cheat in a flag? That kind of goes against the spirit of the game. Alright. Kawaii Cass has contributed 640 points. Thank you, Cass. I think we'll get there. You know, even if you alone doing 500 a day, which is already less than you've been able to do in just today. You alone, 500 a day is 15,000. Right? 500 times 30 is 15,000. So really, we would need 7 people contributing 500 a day, and who knows? Maybe I'll feel benevolent, and if we get close. That is the oddest plant pus thing ever. Yeah. these planets are designed to be, like, look at the background. Pretty disturbing, right? There's a brain. It's just like these random kind of like horns, bones, eyes, a lot of eyes. These planets are like designed to just be really creepy. Bedtime. All right, Flora, thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate you sticking around for a while. At some point, you'll have to give me some thoughts on bees. I don't know if we've talked about bees. Oh, so there is blood and there is just regular old water. So we have access to all three. That makes this quite a useful planet. Clothes are shackles of the establishment. Okay. It's a little weird. The Frozen Deviants. Also not a good name for a group of bandits. Also, your hideout is now filled with blood, so that's weird. I can look through B stuff and give my 2 cents if you want it. It'll have to be another day. Yeah. Next time you're watching me on Starbound, remind me, and I'll bring up the spreadsheet. I suppose I could probably share it with you. I really want a flag. I don't know if I have a flag on me. I actually might have a flag on me. Yes, I do. Okay, we'll plant it right there. Atropus C. Blood and pus. There. Are the orbs generated for every stream? So the orbs are tied to you watching me. So any streamer that you watch who has those points active, you'll be able to do different things with them, and they might be called something different, and they will only be recorded while you watch them. So like if you watch someone else, you'll earn points for their rewards, but you won't be able to transfer that back to use on my channel. So it's kind of like, that's why I called them, I think they're called the dark spirit orbs, or dark spirit orbs, or dark orbs, or spirit orbs, or something. I don't even remember. But they are very specifically tied to my stream. But they are saved. So whatever you don't spend today, when you start watching me next time, you will still have all of those orbs. And all of the different activities you do, I think, actually I should check that. Pretty sure at least all the different activities you do grant you points. And I'm not even totally sure how many those are. Community channel points. I wish I could see this. Okay, I guess that's just not going to let me figure that out. It's not the end of the world. Oh yeah, they're just called spirit orbs. Yeah, okay. But I'm pretty sure all the different activities you do will give you differing amounts of points. So like following will generate, you know, some hundreds of of points or whatever. Subscribing will generate a big number of points. You will get points automatically as you watch. You will have an opportunity if you are actively watching to like press a little chest that gives you like 50 points. So like you can generate a pretty hefty number of points. Maybe not like super quickly, but I think you're capped at 2,000 per day. And I think that that is pretty feasible. I think I read something that, like, someone who watches for... Oh, God, I got super party time again. Someone who watches for, like, 2 hours will hit the cap. But maybe that just means that I need to be streaming regularly enough, so that's a whole nother thing. It's just raining ash. Where else are the clues? I don't understand. Search for clues? What? There are no clues. What does it want me to search for? Does not make any sense. What else is there? There's nothing else. This is the only area. I mean, it is always either handprints, an item. Oh, I wonder if there's one behind one of the doors. I suppose that is like technically possible. That I don't. Huh. What the heck? Did this just become impossible to complete? Oh no. This makes me very sad. Literally cannot figure out what else, where else it could be. Man, very frustrating. So there is apparently another handprint somewhere. But it is, like, not actually visible. For whatever reason. Oh, what does the flag do? I totally didn't even see that you said that. The flag lets you teleport. You can teleport to any location that you've put a flag. So it basically saves it as like a warp point. Yeah. So this is definitely frustrating, right? Alright, so we're gonna do the other one. Who knows? Your color changed. You are now pink when you were green. I hate when stuff like that happens in a game. It's either really easy to figure out and you feel stupid, or it's just impossible. Yeah, like, it is perfectly possible that, you know, this is just a bug and there will be no solving it. Definitely a possibility. Oh boy. Those are some creatures, that's for sure. So what's really frustrating about this is the one for the big guy. I'm gonna have to abandon that quest, which sucks. I'm gonna have to do it all over again from the beginning. Because it bugged out. Actually, was this where the Basakura or whatever? Yeah, there are a lot of times where I'm playing a game and something happens and I bang my head against a wall for 45 minutes and then it's like, oh, you actually just pressed the letter H and that, you know, does all of this stuff that you were freaking out about. Yeah, it does make you feel stupid. But that's part of gaming. At least for me. Great. So I just straight up have to do another batch of quests. Stupid, but also revealed. Yeah. I mean, I'd rather figure out why something goes wrong than have to do what I just did, which is why I spent a pretty good amount of time like looking around and clicking on everything and trying everything I could. Tarball. There's an elder biome on the surface. That's not what I wanted to do, but that's fine. We don't need no stinking mech. Back this. Alright, let's go back this. Man, if I wasn't randomly drunk for no reason, that would really make this a little easier for me. But apparently that's too much to ask. Apparently we are drunk for no reason. Those were fake handcuffs. Yeah, I actually knew that. I am not as dumb as I look. Ah. Damn. Okay, I'll just go this way. I think that freezes it, but check something. Alright. Let's go here. Albinel VV2. The desert planet. I'm really hoping that I can level up the Peacekeeper stuff again. It feels like about an hour every time is pretty par for the course for this. Really don't know how many levels there are. I don't even know really what the point is. I just know that the mod that I'm playing, Frackin Universe, adds... oh my god. There's a sandstorm and I'm slow. This is painful. We're just gonna beam back up. Beam back down, and then I think that ends the weather. So the sandstorm will be over. I'm also going to see why the hell. Okay, I have a lot of madness, so that's actually not good. I still need 700 more for Genesis, however, so we're gonna have to just deal with this stupid mechanic for a while. I legitimately think the slow, hey, that's a B. No, come back! Stop! Yeah! What are you? Expiravit? No, you're not a queen! I need an Expiravit queen. Damn. Alright, we'll pop this open. Get some... Ooh, a trash can. Get some clues. We'll hack the mainframe. Go into cyberspace. Oh, this is what being inebriated in cyberspace looks like. Drunken cyberspace. I'm now also on a vehicle. Let's skedaddle. I love cyberspace. Okay, my bug net will not kill them. My sword will. But yeah, the debuff portion of going crazy is, I think, the worst. It's like there's this whole system called madness, which you can slowly go crazy over time, and you use that madness to do like crazy mad scientist research. And the mad scientist research is actually like really strong, and it's a system that you're, I don't want to say forced to dig into, but really like it's a system in the game. It'd be like just not equipping armor, right? Like I suppose you could do it, but why would you not? Why would you not? But as you generate madness, it also increases the likelihood and the effect of these random, like, crazy debuffs that you get. At first I thought this was the planter's peanut, but it's apparently just a dude chilling out. I'm gonna go on the computer. Alright. And yeah, I think the slow debuff and the music debuffs, and I suppose intoxicated because it also makes you slow, are the worst debuffs you can get from madness. I think they're totally pointless. Like, why should I be this slow? What does this add to the game? Besides tedium, frustration. It's not interesting gameplay. It's not mechanical depth. It's not a trade-off, because you're basically forced into engaging in the mechanic. But enough of me bitching about it. I lost all my viewers. All 2 of them. Oh my god, this just feels so terrible. What a nice pink planet. Yeah, I always like kind of the colors things are in the background. I do not appreciate being this slow. So the sandstorm is apparently not going to wear off for a while. I don't know why I have all 3 of the slowdown debuffs, though, all at the same time. That is incredibly stupid. Oh crap, there was another quest down there, wasn't there? I do have the Darklight Flowers, right? This makes you immune to insanity for a couple of minutes. So like when insanity actually wears off, that will kick in. What is the white aura stuff? Yeah, so the sandstorm isn't actually a sandstorm. This is another madness debuff, and it's just another slow debuff. So slow is also a madness debuff, but I got very, very unlucky, and not only did I get slow, I also got sandstorm and intoxicated, and all 3 of those are madness debuffs that you get randomly, and they all slow you down. That's why I am going as fast. So like basically the idea is all of these things are in my head, right? I'm crazy. I'm going crazy, so like I think I'm drunk. I'm going crazy, so I'm really slow. I'm going crazy, so I think I'm in a sandstorm. Yes, it is absolutely unfun, and I have complained about this to the developers, and they're just like, "Who cares?" But I legitimately think it is the worst mechanic. As I have iterated many a time. So like once intoxicated and slow wears off, it won't be nearly so bad, but because these all are stacked, I literally move that fast. When I absolutely should not be this slow. The white aura is the intoxicated cloud, to answer that question. I guess this is a good chance for me to eat a couple bites of dinner. Because Lord knows it's going to be more productive than trying to move. So I don't think intoxicated slows you down too much, but I should be noticeably faster now. Oh, no. Not noticeably faster. Yeah, the drunkenness, I suppose, is mostly annoying because it gives you that white haze around everything. It makes it really difficult to see. God, I really nailed it with this curry soup, though. Should really help when this slow wears off. Any second now. The other thing I need to do is eat another one of those, so that I can avoid the effects of actually being insane. $15.73. I need 2,200. Yep. Oh my god. This should be gone. Why is this not wearing off? There we go. So now even though I still have Sandstorm on, I am a little bit faster. Probably not fast enough, but approach the criminal hideout. Where? Oh. It might not be on this planet. I think the criminal hideout means it's a actual criminal hideout in space. I believe when you are in a mech. Yep. When you are in a mech, the madness slow is eliminated. So that's cool. Can't slow me down in a mech. You know, I have half of a 14-inch apple pie to eat. Probably have to have a piece or two of that tonight. Eat my feelings before bed. That's a good way to deal with my anxiety about school starting. Watching you eat is making me hungry. I'm sorry. Man's gotta eat. This is, I think, it's not the first food I've eaten today, but it's pretty close. I had a package of crackers earlier. I have a really bad habit. Fire incompetent lackeys, hire better lackeys. Proceed to Bakasura 3341A. Buy a new shirt. While we're here, let's just murder all the bandits. We don't need them. Inch to centimeter. 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. That is an exact conversion factor. Yeah, 14-inch pie would be what, like 40, not quite 50 centimeters, 47? No, it should be basically 50, right? 50 centimeters? Yep, it's a big pie. Like, how far back can I go? It's like this big. It takes up the entire bottom of my fridge. Big ol' pie. My mom's friend bought it at Costco and brought it over for dinner. And because we are mere mortals, we did not finish the pie, so she sent the rest home with me. So I have 5 pieces, so technically a little bit more than half, of a 14-inch pie. To be fair, even in the US, most food really is not that big. So Costco is a really popular warehouse store. And part of the allure of Costco is that their products are really, really high quality. But being a warehouse store, they only sell, like, big stuff. So, like, they have a really good vodka, but you can only buy it in, like, a 3-liter bottle or something like that. Like, it's just absolutely massive. Or they have, like, really good toilet paper or whatever, but it's like a 6-month supply for, you know, your typical family of 4 or whatever. So this pie, you know, it's a pretty good pie, and it was only like $14, but it's also like very comically large. Australia doesn't have big food, they just have big predators. Big animals that will murder you. Big insects. That's the thing that always freaked me out. Like, every insect in Australia is just like I won't use feet. Like, half a meter. You know, they're just absolutely monstrous. Yeah, get out of here, you piece of trash. What is this? A briefcase. Oh, rewards. Hey, Scotty. This is Starbound. Heralded by many as Terraria in space. I'm also playing with a mod that adds a whole ton of content called Frackin Universe. I've got an entire Let's Play up on YouTube if you want to kind of see it from the beginning to get a little bit better handle on kind of what this is about and what I'm doing. That's all there. Otherwise, it's cool to have you here. Feel free to ask any questions you want. Happy to answer anything you are, you know, wondering about. We have 1 Costco in my state. You need to pay a membership to shop there. You can only take 1 other person. That is exactly how Costco is in the States. They have a membership fee. But it's actually really reasonable if you go there. I would say, ooh, what are you? What kind of bee are you? Sand Prowler? Sam's Club, or not Sam's Club. Costco is absolutely reasonable if you go 4 times a year and you stock up on the things that you need. Or like my parents go every month, every single month. My dad is there so often that the guy who manages the wine department literally calls him. Like on the phone. You know, this wine manager at Costco calls my dad on the phone. And is like, hey, we just got this in. And they'll like set wine aside for him and stuff. It is super bizarre. But my dad loves wine. Looks hella complicated. It's really not. I mean, there are some things that are, certainly. But it's just a side-scroller. You know, 2D kind of building game like Terraria, or, yeah, if you're not familiar with Terraria, it's a 2D version of Minecraft. You build stuff, you fight stuff. You love pizza. Your local pizza store knows your order by heart. I've never gotten quite to that level with any place, even as much as I've wanted to. I remember when I was back in college, I tried really, really hard to, like, have my bar. You know, I tried to be a regular at a bar, and even though I was there, like, twice a week, they still never remembered who I was. It's just like, okay. I do here? I don't really like the sandstorm. That could stop. Gotta find some clues. What do you know? A clue. Lackey. The goods are now on Matar Noir 4. Make sure you aren't being followed. And now I have to go to Matar Noir 4. Scammers call you regarding electricity. The big scam I've been getting that I've been finding absolutely hilarious, I get it like multiple times a day. I get emails about my Netflix account being compromised. I don't have Netflix. Like, I legitimately do not have a Netflix account. The first couple of times I got, like, my eBay account was compromised and my PayPal account was compromised, that kind of stuff. That freaked me out. But my Netflix account, that does nothing for me. I also got the one a while ago that, luckily, I'm relatively internet savvy. I got it and pretty quickly realized it was a scam. But it freaked me out because they're like, they give you your username and password for something, right? You know, you get an account compromised in a security breach on a website. And so scammers will use that. And because most people are not super intelligent, I don't want to say they're not intelligent, but because most people aren't aware of the security risks, they'll use the same account name and password or the same email address and password or whatever for like every single account that they have. And I'm even guilty of that before I got this email, right? So they give you your account information and your password, and they're basically like, you know, I also happen to have a video of you, you know, like touching yourself, and I'm going to send it to everyone in your contacts if you don't, you know, like give me, you know, $300 or $500 or whatever. You know, they demand an amount of money that you have to send them via Bitcoin was the one that I got. Because a Bitcoin wallet is like more untraceable, it's more secure, so it's harder for them to get caught. And then, you know, they're just like phishing, right? I mean, until I started streaming, I did not own a webcam. So that was obviously like, when I really thought about it, I was like, wait, they couldn't have anything on me, I don't have a webcam. How would they have any video of me whatsoever? I think a lot of people, you know, they're just trying to they're hoping that, you know, if they send this email out to however many people. Wait, what? This is not even where I need to be, is it? Oh my god. Yeah, you also got that video scam. They wanted 500. Yep. Yeah. But what they do is they just send it to... Oh, crap. So this was over here. It's actually around the moon. Hey, JJP Plays. Thanks for stopping by. It's been really cool to see the support Reddit has given me for just me posting what I do every time. Kill Zoel. So this is since you're new to bouncing in, this is my longest running streamed game. I've got about 100 hours of it uploaded to YouTube. Starbound. It is basically Terraria in space, and I'm playing with some mods. Wow. So the big enemy is a bird. Zoel. It's like, maybe it's a bat. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like a bat that's like encased in an egg. I don't know, man. And a sun skipper. It's a really fun game. I've enjoyed a lot of my time. The whole Let's Play is up on YouTube. You have 4 bits. Thank you for the cheer. I really appreciate that. That makes me very happy. You know, if you gave me 100% of your bits, that is very impressive. I don't deserve all your bits. Wait, what is this? Hellfire? Oh, we also did hit an hour. So I'm going to be ending my stream relatively soon. This will have been 3 hours of streaming. And I have my first day of school tomorrow. And this is going to be a crazy year, so I want to make sure I'm as prepared as I can be, I guess. Hey, thank you for the follow as well. That's awesome. Reddit has surprised me this one time. Normally I do not have a lot of faith in Reddit, but I have been really overwhelmed with the support. And, like, really, really unexpected support. You know, I tried really hard to not, like, plug my stream. Yay. I guess I would consider myself more of a variety streamer. Oh, it's 3 a.m. Oh my god. Yeah, you need to go to bed. I consider myself more of a variety streamer, but Starbound is kind of the game that I have gravitated towards the most. There's another quest here? I didn't even realize that. Suppose I should have noticed. Play a lot of Path of Exile. Search the planet for another signature now. Oh, part of the current insanity is that it unequips all my armor. So I now am as naked as the day I was created, I suppose, since I'm a robot. Oof. That was further than I thought I was going to fall. Hey, there's a bee in there. And y'all know me, I love bees. There's a scoria. I need to kill Part. That is a great name. Your mother is should be very proud. Oof. Oof! Oh my god, that almost killed me. What was that? Dude. Holy crap, that thing does like 400 damage! I am weak to electricity. Right, that's probably a factor. Yeah, my medic actually did a thing and healed me. It's like the first time that's ever happened. How are we doing on madness? 16-15. We're got a long way to go. I think, yep, all of those quests are done now. We can go back to Bakasura. That's where the precursor station is. I'm going to turn in these quests. I'm going to cross my fingers that it unlocks the level up quest. We'll know it has done that when there is only one quest in the list. So it'll be very easy to tell. It's been really fun streaming tonight, you know, getting to play a game that I enjoy and getting to chat with a couple people. I don't usually get to do that. But that is legitimately why I started streaming in the first place. Kind of just decided one day, I was like, you know, I really want to play a game, but you know what would be really fun? Is if I could just, like, talk to some people while I was playing a game. Thus, streaming was born. Okay, so we are not done. We still have another round of quests, which means another hour. So that's not going to happen tonight. You know, we're looking at 9 o'clock. I'm going to try to go to bed in about an hour or so that I can be all prepped and ready for the day. I have a freshman homeroom, so tomorrow is going to be a really stacked day because freshmen are in the building and they've got a whole bunch of stuff they need to kind of learn the ropes on. So the whole day is devoted to freshmen. And if I didn't have a freshman homeroom, tomorrow would be really easy for me. Tomorrow would basically be sit in my room and get work done. But because I have freshmen, I will be with them all day. So I really need to be ready for that. But yeah, thanks again so much for watching, you guys. It's been a lot of fun for me. I hope it's been fun for you. And I'm definitely going to be streaming again this week. This has been really cool. I'm thinking Wednesday. I might stream tomorrow, depending on how I'm feeling, but I have a feeling I'm going to finish the day and just know that I have a lot of work to do. So I might spend most of my evening tomorrow just like getting some work done. So we'll see, but otherwise you can definitely expect to see me on Wednesday. And I will maybe stream Friday. Otherwise, I'm definitely planning on streaming on Saturday. I have some students that want to play Among Us, and so I might stream that if I can get them all to agree to, like, behave themselves. So, yeah, thanks, Cass. I really hope I have an amazing first day. I'm nervous, for sure, but I'm excited to be back, so let's hope it goes well. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.